Right. Welcome, guys. Today we are looking at. I have two questions here. Two exam questions I have. These exam questions are mainly on the question to solve for x, as written here on top. Solve for x, and you are given px plus qx is equal to a. What it means in this case is you want to make x the subject of the formula. Treating that one as a given formula, you want to make x the subject of the formula. And how do you do it when we have two parts that have x's on them? So the first thing you have to do when you see an x, the x or the letter you want to make a subject is appearing on two terms. You introduce brackets and take out that part outside the term the x, the letter that you want to make subject. You must take it out. So in this case, I'm going to write x here, bracket. I leave the p inside. The plus is there. The q is there. And I close the bracket. Then I equate it to a, like this. In this case, it's clear now. We want to leave x on its own. Since x is multiplying this part in brackets, we can divide the part in brackets by its value, which is p plus x, and likewise we have to do it on the other side. Now you can see clearly this part will cancel out. Then finally we can have our answer as x being equal to a over p plus q, and this is our final answer. That's how we do. We make x the subject of formula when he is present, or when x is on two terms, and we have to make him the subject of formula. Now, going on to the next question, the question that is below. The question that is below also is asking us to solve for x. So in this case, we're gonna find the value of x because it's only x and numbers. So in this case, if you can check closely, you can see we have 32 on the other side and we have a half here. So according to exponents, we can raise this 2 to become a numerator, but there's a way of doing it. We use this law: a to the power of minus 1 is equals to 1 over a. So in this case, for these two, it becomes, for the 2, it becomes a 2 to the power of minus 1 bracket 3x plus 1 is equals to 32. Now, when there's a power and another power outside, we use the law a to the power of b c. So if a is raised to the power of b and to the power of c, the answer, or we have to reduce it to a, b, c. We just multiply the powers. So in this case, our 2 on this side becomes 2 to the power of minus 3x minus 1. I've just multiplied this minus with this power, 3x plus 1. Then we equate it to, technically seeing this base here, it reminds me 32 can be found from raising 2 to the power of 5, and it becomes an obvious case. And when we have two similar bases like base 2 and base 2, and we are saying these two sides are equal, we have to also agree that the power on this side must be equal to the power on the other side, which is a minus 3x minus 1 is equal to 5. Now, using my basic algebra, I take this minus to the other side, this minus 1, I take it to the other side, it becomes a minus 3x is equals to 5 plus 1. Remember, this minus 1, when it reaches the other side, it becomes a positive 1. Now, this one side becomes a 6, and this side is a minus 3x. So, to find the value of x, I divide both sides by minus 3, and this side by minus 3. It means this part will cut out, and x, finally, my x will be equal to minus 2. So for those who have time, it's unfortunate my space didn't allow me to present it on a linear format, but as long as you have an answer like x is equal to minus 2, you want to prove that it's correct answer, you go back to the first equation, just put a minus 2 on the value of for the value of x, substitute for the x with a minus 2, and do the math there and see if this side will equate to 32. Then that's how you know you've gotten all the marks correct there. So, and also in an exam condition, you can really check all your problems to make sure you know exactly how much you got from your exam. It's very simple. Like this question has 3 marks or had 3 marks. It means part of the working must give you 2 marks, and your final answer must give you a 1 mark. So basically what we did together here must give us 2 marks, until the final answer of x minus is equal to minus 2 must also give us an answer. Thank you so much, guys, for being with me on this one. And please don't forget to subscribe, share, and also ask anything in the comments. Thank you so much.